Hey y'all, I'm Keto Diamond and today is my day.
What?
You know what the hell you're doing, you jerk. Anybody want a son? He's 21 and he'll eat you out of house at home.
I don't eat that much.
He does too. Don't let him lie to you. Anyway, I'm Keto Diamond. Today is my day 660. Let's take a page out of Harry Potter. Yesterday, I celebrated 665 days of keto. And you can guess what today is. So, little superstition there, but that's all right. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to show you what I ate yesterday that was perfectly keto friendly. And I've got a lot to tell you, and I'm going to try to minimize it. Therefore, I'm probably going to talk really fast. It's kind of what I do, right? Anyway, and I say anyway a lot, apparently. Check out what I ate yesterday that was keto friendly. Check out my macros, and I'll be right back with a chit-chatting away and a little bit of daily knowledge. And by the way, don't forget to thumbs up if you love me, if you love my videos. If you're new here, touch that subscribe button. It'll make me happy and make me feel good. And hi to all the new people out here, and hi to all the old people out there, and hi for everybody in between. Thumbs up, subscribe, share, ring bell, all that good stuff. Yeah, so 3 eggs fried in butter with salt, pepper, and 2 pieces of cheese. Sorry they're so loud. There's Mama June and baby. I'm down at my mama's because my mama and daddy want me to cook cracked slaw.
Yeah. Which is not as bad as it sounds. It's naturally amazing. It's
They know what cracked slaw is. They
it sounds terrible.
This is yeah, this is a keto dish. It's kind of popular with keto people. So I thought I'd show y'all this. I made this for my mom several years ago. It had all the family members at the time on it. Now there's born and some that's passed, but this was my family several years ago. Okay guys, so I'm doing a bunless baconator with a pack of mayonnaise again for dinner. I made cracked slaw for the rest of the family, but I gotta be honest with you, I'm a little scared of the bloat, so I took 2 bites of it. I don't feel so great already, so I decided not to keep adding on top of that and eat the cracked slaw. So yeah, this is dinner. I forgot to record a small salad that I had later in the evening. So yesterday I technically had 3 meals. I did not eat. I had 2 bites of that cracked slaw just to taste it and see how it was cooking and everything and if it was almost done. But I tried to steer clear of the cabbage in that because of my stomach. It doesn't like veggies, especially cabbage, very well. So anyway, my calories were 1,665. 10 carbohydrates, 138 grams of fat, and 95 grams of protein. Pretty good keto day. Welcome new folks, and thank you all for being here with me. 2,301 subs. I am so thrilled to see all of that and to have you guys here and commenting and showing love. It means the world to me. It really does. And let me know if you need any help below. I'll be glad to help anybody who's new here. I'll help you get rid of type 2 diabetes and get rid of a whole lot of extra weight. I'll do everything I can to help you out. Okay, you guys. So, some interesting turn of events over the last day or so. I want to tell y'all first a story because it touched my heart and it broke my heart and everything else in between. First, I got to tell you, for those of you who are new here, a couple weeks back, I took my grandson to the cemetery to release balloons, 3 balloons, in honor of his mother's birthday. She passed away in August. He's 5 years old, but he was just 4 when she died. My son is his daddy, who is over here. I offered to give him to you a few minutes ago. Anyway, so I took him to release those 3 silver balloons. And, you know, of course, he watched them until they floated off. And I said, when they're no longer in your sight, she got them, you know. She got her birthday balloons. Well, yesterday, when my grandson's other grandma came to pick him up, my mom was out there with him. I had left for the day. Well, anyway, Pam, Haley's mother, spends the weekend with her 3 grandchildren. Every weekend when she's off work, she gets all 3 of the kids, and Zach is, of course, Haley's son, to her grandson. She picks him up on Saturday afternoon and keeps them till Monday afternoon. Last week, when they got home, 3 silver balloons had floated down into her yard. Enough for all 3 of the kids to have one and play with it, and they did for a little while. Well, I don't see how it can be those balloons. I don't really see how it could be, considering we released them on May 4th. Her birthday was May 5th, and I wasn't going to have them on her birthday. So we released them a day early, and I don't see how it could be those balloons. Now, from the cemetery to Pam's house, probably only 2 miles, maybe. And if you go through the woods, nowhere near that far. But that touched my heart. And also, one of the apparently there's a bush in her yard that has a nice smell. It's probably some kind of flower bush or something. And she said, "That smells so nice, don't it, Zach?" And Zach says, "Yeah, it smells like heaven." And it's just, I don't know. It's in a way, it's kind of like she came to visit and play with her son. Whether she did or not, I don't know. But the story itself really got my attention. Okay, anyway. So let's talk about a little bit of keto knowledge here, guys. I just watched a new video that Thomas DeLauer just put up a little bit ago. It's called Keto Over 40. So if you're over 40, male or female, I definitely recommend you going to watch that video. It's got a lot of great information in it. Of course, it's Thomas DeLauer, so it's going to. This one wasn't seriously hard to understand. I love Thomas DeLauer, but if you're not real good with science, sometimes he's hard to follow. However, this video was pretty easy to follow no matter what. Now, how about a little non-keto knowledge? Now, the big AC. Sorry, I had to get that big AC off. It's very loud, and y'all probably don't want to hear it. Although it's almost 100 degrees today, so it's going to have to come back on relatively quickly. Anyway, some non-keto knowledge that I learned yesterday. Did you know in Montana, they found a Triceratops horn, and they carbon dated it back to only 33,500 years ago. That's a far cry from where they told us all dinosaurs died 65 million years ago, right? And what I found more interesting than that is they've never carbon dated dinosaur bones before that, because carbon dating 14 only works for about 55,000 years. That's the only point it's pretty accurate in. So they never did it before. And this bone turned out to only be 33,500 years. We've also got, you know what? I don't know if you're interested in dinosaurs at all, but I found that fact very interesting. In fact, scientists don't like to carbon date dinosaur bones, or actually were refusing to, because carbon dating is only good for 55,000 years. So they didn't think it would help. Now they're carbon dating more and more bones, and they've even found some that were only 22,000 years old, which means, see, here's one thing I don't know if you know about me. I love science. I hate scientists. Not all of them, of course, but they kind of guess at a lot of stuff and present it as fact, and that annoys the living hell out of me. If you don't know, say you don't know. I'm fine with you not knowing. I get it. You haven't figured it out yet. But don't tell me something, present it as fact, and then be like, we don't know. Just say you don't know. I'm fine with it, okay? I'm fine. Okay, so anyway, just think about that in the terms of our food and how wrong they often are, but they never really change their story. Whole grains are good for your heart, though. Remember that. Pretty sure they should have killed you. But hey, anyway, guys, I had to, it's not for that word anyway. I just had to share those nuggets of knowledge with you. I think they're fascinating and interesting. And also be on the lookout in a couple days. I'm going to do a video that's called "What Happens If I Quit Keto?" Because a lot of people don't know. And I had my uncle the other day say, "Well, yeah, but you can never quit." Now, personally, I don't care to quit. I know too much now to actually go straight back completely to the standard American diet. In fact, now I think I would have more of an eating disorder if I tried to eat bread on a daily basis. I would probably end up making myself sick or something, because I know better now, and that's not how I want to live my life. However, let me let this dog in. Apparently he's dying of heat. Alright guys, so sorry it just got a little bit louder in here. I let the dog in. He walked over and looked at his water bowl and realized it was empty, so I jumped up and made him some water. Then he laid in front of the air conditioner, kind of looked at me with disappointment. He looked at me with disappointment, and then I had to cut the little air conditioner on, which I'll get the big one on in a minute. Stop complaining.
not even going to be here. Don't matter no more.
Well, then shut up.
She ran me out.
I didn't run her out. Destiny
did.
turned the big AC on while I was trying to shoot a video. She knows better. Anyway, the little one's on. I got to speak up a little bit. Sorry, guys. But literally in North Carolina, it's almost 100 degrees today. It's hot. And that dog is a big old lab. I won't kill my puppy, okay? I don't even know where Chewy's ass is.
Probably outside.
Probably, but I can't see how. He's got more fur than Jake. All right, anyway. Let's talk about my weigh-in, y'all. So yesterday, y'all saw what I did. I made my parents crack slaw. Now, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in, but then I'll tell you what I'm getting ready to do for my parents, or try to do, to try to help save their lives. Anyway, I made my parents crack slaw because Corey talked so highly of it, they wanted to try it. So I made it, and they eat it, and they enjoyed it. The only thing is the onions didn't get done, and they weren't really soft enough, and I needed to, like, we're going to have to tweak that for them. Anyway, I weighed in. I took 2 bites of that. I don't know if it really affected me or not. However, stuff like cabbage normally does cause me some bloating. I weighed in yesterday morning at 188 because I was carrying 2.2 pounds of water weight. I weighed in this morning at 187, so 1 pound of that has come off. I'm still holding 1.2 pound of water weight, and that's all right. Again, it's just water. It's just data. It helps you know if something's affecting your body and what you need to do with it. I heard a good quote yesterday. I didn't care for the video, but the quote was amazing. I believe the guy's name was Dr. Mike. He tried keto for 30 days. Y'all know how that always works out. But the quote was, if you take 2 steps forward and 1 step back, you're still 1 step forward, which means you're still having some progress, and that is awesome. And I like that quote, because even if you stumble backwards, you can keep going forward and you're fine. So just bear that in mind. Yeah, I told you my weigh-in. Okay, for my parents, what I'm going to start doing. My dad is 70. He's like the strongest, toughest, badassest dude I've ever met in my life. He's awesome, okay? My kids, everybody thinks really, really highly of him because he's a really good dude. He's really, really awesome. I mean, he's our doctor. He's our mechanic. He's our everything, pretty much. He's the lawnmower man, too. Can't do it at the lawnmower man that kills the snakes, okay? So, did you weigh in today? Would you like to tell?
No.
Okay.
Because I wasn't able to weigh properly. this
Oh, that's right.
morning.
My scale, the battery was dead. I had to put batteries in it before I could weigh.
I have eaten a lot and drank a lot today, so no.
Okay, well, you don't want to have to do it this time of day. Okay, anyway, so it's hard for me to see my dad over time become steadily weaker. And I don't want to say that to him because it would make him feel terrible and he would be probably mad at me. But I have watched him kind of decline over the years, and it breaks my heart. I think Chewy just made his way back in. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Destiny's getting ready to pull out, and Chewy, he likes to hang out under the car. I just want to make sure she put him back in. So it's difficult for me to see my father decline over time. And my mother too, but she's strong, stubborn, and pig-headed, so she's not declining kind of in that way. She's just angry. I know. And I've had her semi on keto for a while. She'll eat the random hot dog and cheeseburger here and there, and then sometimes she'll take the bun off. So she's semi keto. She does she damn near starved herself to death one time because she was trying to eat low. And you don't have to do that. Keto is not a low-calorie diet, folks. It's not. You are supposed to get healthy on this diet, not develop any kind of eating habits. That is not shade. I'm sorry. I know it sounds like it was, but it's not. But anyway, that's my experience. My mother ate too little and ended up in the hospital. Stop. Cat. But so I want to help them get on keto. Now, I don't think I can help my dad get on keto all the way. He loves to go out to a restaurant. A girl that I knew in high school runs a restaurant right up the road, and he loves to go up there and talk shit. And when he goes to breakfast in the mornings, there's eggs and there's sausage, but there's always grits or gravy. There's always either a biscuit or toast. That's my dad, you know, and I have to accept that. But while I can't stop his breakfast habits, stop, kitty. Don't knock everything down, man. While I can't heal his breakfast habits, perhaps there's something I can do about his dinner habits. And while I can't get him completely off the carbs, I can lower them some. Like, so yesterday I made them crack slaw. Today I'm going to make them a big old cheeseburger salad. They're sending for the stuff. So I can pull him back a little bit. Now, the trick's going to be at dinner time when he asks me for those 2 pieces of bread, because I know he's going to do it. And I'm going to have to say, no, Daddy, you can't have that. And you know how hard it's going to be to say, no, Daddy, you can't have that? He might throw a plate at me. He actually might. But I'm hoping that I can at least get his carbs down low enough that he can burn them off really well. My dad is always outside. I think he's hiding from my mama. I really do. But he's always outside. I don't care how hot it is, how cold it is. If there's a little bit of light in the sky, he's got a flashlight. He ain't in the house unless he's in bed. So that's just who he is. I'm hoping I can get his carb count down low enough that it will still have an effect, and that he can get rid of the carbs during the day and have some autophagy, have some ketones here and there. A little's better than nothing, guys. A little's better than nothing, and I'll take what I can get if I can help him. And if he sees how well it's working, if he sees the results, and he can stay full and stay focused with energy and lower those carbs over time, maybe I can get him fully into ketosis and off all his medications and everything like that. So that's my greatest hope for my daddy. I'm a daddy's girl, in case you didn't notice. But anyway, guys, I'm going to shut up now. If you need my help, all my contact information is below. There's ways to support the channel. You can even get a keto cutie or keto goofball t-shirt, and so much more. There's coffee cups. There's cell phone cases that I designed. Check them out anyway. You don't have to buy them, but go look, see what you think. And if you don't like them, or you think of something else I should design, tell me about that below in the comments. How's your keto journey going? Again, if you need my help, any questions can be sent to my email address, which is in the description. You can check out my website. And if you're new to keto, if you want to learn, I have playlists on the front of my channel called Keto for Beginners. Watch it. I put everything I know about keto in there in the most simple forms. I even have a beginner's guide on my website, KetoDiamond.com. Go check it out. Now I'm done with my infomercial. Much love to you. I'll talk to y'all in a little while. I think I have a video to upload of a recipe. Bye, y'all.